What is up, my gooners and goonettes? Today I might have been taking a little stroll upon Twitter or X because I just got into it recently. I said a couple videos ago, or the last video, or whatever. I don't know how, what order these are coming out in. But I said that I didn't use Twitter, which was true. But recently I've been dipping my toes in the water a little bit. But I think I've made the declaration that the Dead by Daylight community, it literally just gets fucking dumber and dumber as the days go on, I swear. I was taking a little stroll on Twitter. I looked up Dead by Daylight just to see the new stuff going on with the anniversary and all that. And then a comment hits me like a fucking freight train. And it says something like, misogyny is being brought to Dead by Daylight in this new fucking killer trailer or whatever. Now, I'll start off by saying I don't really watch a lot of fucking horror movies. I didn't watch any Friday the 13th movies. I didn't watch Terrifier movies. I'm just not a horror movie type of guy. Now, me personally, I stopped really giving a shit about what DBD does just because I realized that they'd rather push out new chapters to keep you distracted and, leave the old chapters behind. And instead of fixing stuff, they'd rather just give you some new stuff to work with. Because, Nurse has been broken as shit for, since its inception. But, we won't talk about it. We'll just talk about fucking horror, let's just move on to that. But I'm actually convinced that the Dead by Daylight community loses brain cells by the fucking minute. I find it so crazy that the community is freaking out because a fucking serial killer might be like homophobic or misogynistic. I think this one is what they're calling it. I find that so fucking crazy because the guy is a fucking mass murderer. Like, what the fuck? Now, you can call me stupid or whatever, but if I was to make my own personal horror movie with someone like Terrifier or Jason, like a main killer, that type of thing, I would make them as fucking bad as a person as anyone could ever be. I would make that motherfucker homophobic, racist, misogynistic, literally give him every fucking underline to make him the most unlikable character in the movie because, what do you know? He's the fucking villain in the movie. He's the whole villain. I got a quick question. Just go ahead and close your eyes real quick. Let's do a little practice. I'm gonna, shoot off a name, and you tell me who is a good partner for that fella, okay? Like, who could you see them hanging out with, right? Okay, ready? I'm gonna say a name. Jason Voorhees. Now, did you, in your mind, be honest, I'll know if you're fucking lying, did you think Jason Voorhees would be hanging with Peppa Pig? Yeah, I know you did, because, they have so much in common, right? Jason's like a fucking, mass murderer, serial killer, all that stuff, whatever, and Peppa Pig is, an asshole. Peppa Pig's an asshole, okay? Fuck Peppa Pig. But I guess my main point is I really just don't understand, and feel free in the comments to correct me, maybe I'm misunderstanding something along the lines, somewhere reading in between the lines, I don't know. But it just confuses me that we play a game completely centered around a killer that's hell-bent on murdering 4 survivors. And in that backstory of that killer, when DBD makes the long-ass fucking laundry list of backstories that nobody ever reads besides maybe 5 total people, you expect to read that backstory and see nothing but sunshine and rainbows, right? Like, the guy, he's a murderer, but, he's misunderstood, right? He's a good guy, really. Like, he fucking wouldn't harm a butterfly. It's just genuinely things like this happen, and it makes you think, how fucking dumb can people be on the internet? And I could just be getting fucking ultra giga rage baited right now. And this could be a part of some, elaborate scheme to get people worked up or whatever. But honestly, with me, it's working because I've seen people say literally the dumbest possible fucking thing. I think it's already in X's, Twitter's, whatever the fuck's DNA that when you go on that app, you do already lose a couple brain cells to the fucking Twitter police. Like, it's like fucking rite of passage at this point that when you sign up for Twitter, you gotta give them at least 5 of your fucking brain cells. The only valid argument that I could really think up is if the actual creators of Terrifier or Jason or whatever were racist themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they saw the fucking director of the Friday the 13th movie fucking saying the N-word or some shit. Like, that's literally the only way I could be like, okay, wow, yeah, maybe DBD shouldn't work with them. Motherfucker, it's a murderer. The goal is to make them unlikable. You don't want to cheer for the murderer a lot of the times. You want to make them likable as a murderer, but fucking you hate them as a, like, normal person because they are a bad person. I'm telling you, this shit is just genuinely, like, the dumbest thing that I've ever fucking seen in my time on the internet. I swear. Nah, I mean, I'm lying. I've probably seen some crazier shit, but still, the point still fucking stands. This is very fucking stupid. I'll give it top 10. Top 10 dumbest fucking things that I've ever seen on the internet. I saw one dumbass comment where somebody, like, with a, what's it called, transgender flag, replied underneath someone calling it, fucking transphobic or whatever, and said, like, how? How is this transphobic? I don't understand. Somebody replied to that person's comment and said, come on, you're trans, you should know. Brother, what? Like, what the fuck? That's fucking insane. Like, genuinely the dumbest fucking people ever are on that fucking app, I swear. And it kind of does make it entertaining, I won't lie. That's kind of why I was poking around on it, because it is pretty entertaining just to see what dumbass thoughts people can fucking strum up this week. You know what I mean? Like I said, feel free to comment and tell me if I'm wrong, if I'm a little bitch or something. I don't know. Let me know and maybe educate me, because I have no problem on the next video coming out and being like, hey guys, I was wrong. That's my fault. Sorry. Oopsie daisies. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to come on here and kind of rant and bitch and moan a little bit about the dumb shit that I'm seeing on Twitter or X or whatever you want to fucking call it. So I'm not going to hold you here for too long. I will go ahead and get to the outro. Please follow my Twitter, not my Twitter, I don't use Twitter. Follow my Twitch, Dino.69, on all platforms, basically, it's Dino.69. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all that shit, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.